We have been victorious beyond all expectations. Surely the Maker smiled upon us this day. I will remain here to guard the village and receive any fellow knights as they continue to return. At least until the castle is retaken.
Oopsie, sorry about that, folks. I had my microphone off. And actually, I can't do anything without the dog.
Odd how quiet the castle looks from here. You would think there was nobody inside at all. But I shouldn't delay things further. I had a plan. To enter the castle after the village was secure. There is a secret passage here, in the mill, accessible only to my family.
Why didn't you mention this before?
I knew you would choose to enter the castle instead of staying in the village. And we needed warriors. I'm sorry if I... Maker's breath.
Tigan, thank the Maker, you yet live.
Isolde, you're alive. How did you... What has happened?
I do not have much time to explain. I slipped away from the castle as soon as I saw the battle was over, and I must return quickly. And I need you to return with me, Tigan. Alone.
You don't seem very concerned about what's happened here.
What? Who is this man, Tigan?
You remember me, Lady Isolde, don't you?
Alistair. Of all the... Why are you here?
They are Grey Wardens, Isolde. I owe them my life.
Pardon me, I would exchange pleasantries, but... Considering the circumstances...
Please, Lady Isolde, we had no idea anyone was even alive within the castle. We must have some answers.
I know you need more of an explanation, but I don't know what is safe to tell. Tigan, there is a terrible evil within the castle. The dead waken and haunt the living. The maid responsible was caught, but still it continues. And I think Connor is going mad. We have survived, but he won't flee the castle. He has seen so much death. You must help him, Tigan. You are his uncle. You could reason with him. I do not know what else to do.
Why do I get the feeling you aren't telling us everything?
I beg your pardon? That's a rather impertinent accusation.
Not if it's true.
An evil I cannot fathom holds my son and the husband hostage. I came for help. What more do you want from me?
But I do not understand what you mean by this evil. Did it create the walking corpses? What is it?
Something the mage unleashed. So far it allows Eamon, Connor, and myself to live. The others were not so fortunate.
What about that guard?
It killed so many, and turned their bodies into walking nightmares. Once it was done with the castle, it struck the village. It wants us to live, but I do not know why. It allowed me to come for you, Tigan, because I begged, because I said Connor needed help.
Do you think this evil could be some kind of demon?
I do not know. Oh, Maker's mercy. Could it truly be a demon? I can't let it hurt my Connor. You must come back with me, Tigan. Please.
Tell me about this mage you mentioned.
He's an infiltrator, I think. One of the castle staff. We discovered he was poisoning my husband. That is why Eamon fell ill.
Eamon was poisoned?
He claims an agent of Terran Logain's hired him. He may be lying, however. I cannot say.
Why must Tegan go alone?
For Connor's sake. I promised I would return quickly and only with Tigan. Tigan, I know you could order your men to follow me when I return to the castle. I beg you not to. For Connor's sake.
Enough questions. We need to decide what
The king
to do.
is dead, and we need my brother now more than ever. I will return to the castle with you, Isolde.
Thank the Maker. Bless you, Tigan. Bless you.
What good will that
I'm
do?
not certain, to be honest. I cannot let Isolde return alone. Perhaps I can help Connor or Eamon. Perhaps this is really a trap, but this is my family. I must try. I have no illusions of dealing with this evil alone. You, on the other hand, have proven quite formidable. Isolde, can you excuse us for a moment? We must confer in private before I return to the castle with you.
Please do not take too long. I will be by the bridge.
Here's what I propose. I go in with Isolde, and you enter the castle using the secret passage. My signet ring unlocks the door. Perhaps I will distract whatever evil is inside and increase your chances of getting in unnoticed. What do you say?
What exactly am I supposed to do in there?
I wish I knew. I don't know any more about this evil force than Isolde seems to. Sir Perth and his men can watch for danger at the castle entrance. If you can open the gates from within, they can move in and help you. I don't think there's anyone else who can help you. If you choose not to go, then it's up to me to do what I can. Here is my signet ring. It will open the lock on the door in the mill. Whatever you do, Eamon is the priority here. If you have to, just get him out of there. Isolde, me, and anyone else, we are expendable.
I don't believe that. I will rescue you all.
You are a
promise.
good man. The Maker smiled on me indeed when he sent you to Redcliffe.
So we are just going to send him with that woman? It seems so dangerous.
But I can delay no longer. Allow me to bid you farewell. And good luck.
Dr.
Van Tegan
Perth?
informed me that he would like us to wait at the castle gate, should you get the opportunity to open it. I would prefer to enter the castle with you, but he is right. Someone must remain to guard Redcliffe and bring word to the king should our plan go awry. At any rate, I
What
will go
king?
to the gates now. May you remain in the Maker's sight, my friend.
What king is he going to tell?
Move along, friend. Thank you.
That's right, he's a mission I don't have yet. Secret tunnel!
I locked myself in a cage once when I was a child. For an entire day. Ah, good times.
Away from me!
Smells like my breakfast. Going.
There.
Yes.
Run while you can!
Hello? Who's there? Is there anyone alive out there? Wait, you don't look like the Arlessa's guards. Are you from outside the castle?
Are you the mage lady Isolde
You've
mentioned?
spoken to her? Then you know what I did.
I mean, all she said was that you poisoned her, and I'm only assuming you're a mage considering your mage robes.
I'm not proud of my deed. Poisoning Arl Eamon was what I was hired to do. Lady Isolde had no idea when she took me in to tutor her son, of course.
What about all the walking corpses?
I know it looks suspicious, but I'm not responsible for the creatures and the killings in the castle. I was already imprisoned when all that began. At first, Lady Isolde came here with her men, demanding that I reverse what I'd done. I thought she meant my poisoning of the Arl. That's the first I heard about the walking corpses. She thought I'd summoned a demon to torment her family and destroy Redcliffe. She had me tortured, There was nothing I could do or say that would appease her. So they left me to rot.
Why did you poison the Jarl?
I was instructed to by Terran Loghain. I was told that Arl Aemon was a threat to Ferelden, that if I dealt with him, Loghain would settle matters with the Circle. You see, I'm a Maleficar, a blood mage.
A blood mage? Well, that isn't good.
Ah, I thought you looked familiar. I had thought you dead, hunted down by the Templars.
I guess you might have been told that. I was in hiding when I was caught. But instead of killing me, Loghain made me an offer. But he's abandoned me here, hasn't he? Everything's fallen apart, and I'm responsible. I have to make it right somehow. I have to.
Why did the Jarlessa need a mage to tutor her
Connor
son?
had started to show signs. Lady Isolde was terrified the Circle of Magi would take him away for training.
Connor? A mage? I can't believe it.
She sought an apostate, a mage outside the Circle, to teach her son in secret so he could learn to hide his talent. Her husband had no idea.
Perhaps his son... why would Isolde be frightened of her son becoming a mage?
Because he would be taken away forever. A mage cannot inherit a title, even the son of a powerful Jarl. She's also a pious woman. Her son having magic was humiliating.
Eamon had no idea of his son's
No,
abilities?
she was adamant that he never find out. She said that he'd do the right thing, even if it meant losing their son, and that infuriated her.
Well... I mean... magic is dangerous when improperly handled, and... it's been improperly handled. How much magic did you teach Connor?
Some. But he's still very young. He can barely cast a minor spell, never mind something more powerful. At least not intentionally. I have thought about it, and it's possible Connor could have inadvertently done something to tear open the veil. With the veil to the Fade torn, spirits and demons could infiltrate the castle. Powerful ones could kill and create those walking corpses.
I see. I think I understand.
I never meant for it to end like this. I swear. Let me help you fix this.
He wishes to redeem himself. Doesn't everyone deserve that chance?
Jowen has good intentions, but a blood mage... I find it difficult to trust his words.
I don't know. He is a blood mage. But this is an unusual situation.
Give me a chance, please.
So how will you make things right?
I tried to save anyone still up there. There must be something I can do.
And after that, what happens?
Afterwards, I assume I'll be arrested, or executed, or whatever people like me get. I'm tired of running from the Circle. I need to account for what I've done.
That's commendable, if it's true.
I'm glad you think so. So what now?
I'm letting you out of your cell. Don't try anything.
You're letting me out? And what then?
You come with me, that's what.
I'm not sure that's a good idea. I'd like to help out, but I'm not so sure I want to follow you into danger exactly.
Then help, just don't make things
I
worse.
won't, I promise. I will find a way to fix this somehow.
Dude, your cage wasn't locked. Of course you disapprove of that, Alistair. Who cares? And we're about to have a fight.
Huh. And I'm off.
Oh, you daft.
Not bad.
Oh, this is probably a bad idea.
It's done, naturally.
Ooh. Weapons. Alright, do the inventory. Nope. 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 Nope.
More of these? Well, all right then.
Let's end this! You I never liked this part. You should run while you can. Make a preserver.
Time.
Never liked this part.
So simple to see, really.
Let's make this quick.
No.
All right.
Put one of my previous parts into that. Okay. Now for loot. I hear dogs. Oh, this is gonna be a bad idea. Also, why did my bear desummon?
We're on our way.
Might be a nice shelter for us.
Going.
Come and get it!
So, did somebody cook a person and toss it down here for the dogs to eat? That's the only thing that makes sense.
Please, don't hurt me!
Calm down, I'm not going to hurt you.
I'm sorry. I'm so frightened. These monsters are everywhere. My name's Valena. The Arlessa's maid. Is she all right? What happened to everyone?
Valena, the Smith's daughter?
You know my father. I want to go back to the village. Is there a way out of here?
There's a tunnel leading out in the dungeon.
But the monsters!
Killed most of them, it should be safe.
I'll find my way. I can run fast and I know the castle. Thank you.
I missed loot.
Why does the unnatural smell so awful? I'm done.
That was a pile of junk. Who the heck needs just normal leather armor?
Yes.
Because I'm gonna need help in this.
Huh. No one never expects creatures like those, really. Huh.
Guess it's dead. That actually went by faster than I thought it would. Really? That thing had nothing on it? Oh, nothing of any real worth? God, that's disappointing.
You have opened the gates. That is good. My men and I are eager to see our Arl again. Shall we enter the main hall together? It must be held if we are to regain control of the castle.
I want to look around elsewhere first.
As you wish. We will hold the gate and watch for anyone attempting to leave. Let me know if the situation changes.
Don't know what happens if I bring him in with me. Nothing to loot up here. That's the landmark tree. Nothing over here. Okay.
What is the situation? Shall we go to the hall with you, or shall we wait here? Excellent.
That's all.
Let us go now, then, and see what awaits us there.
So these are our visitors. The ones you told me about, Mother.
Yes, Connor. Yes.
And now it's staring at me. What is it, Mother? I can't see it well enough.
This is just a man, Connor. Like your father.
Oh, I am tired of hearing about him. Besides, he's nothing at all like Father. Look at him. Breathing and not dying in the slightest. I could change that, mind you.
Connor, I beg you. Don't hurt anyone.
Mother? What's happening? Where am I?
Oh, thank the Maker. Connor, can you hear me?
Get away from me, fool woman! You are beginning to bore me.
Maker's breath. What has happened here?
Grey Warden, please don't hurt my son. He is not responsible for what he does.
You've been protecting him this entire time, knowing he was the source of this.
Connor didn't mean to do this. It was that mage, the one who poisoned Demon. He started all this. He summoned this demon. Connor was just trying to help his father.
It was a fair deal. Father is alive, just as I wanted. Now it's my turn to sit on the throne and send out armies to conquer the world. Nobody tells me what to do anymore.
Nobody tells him what to do. Nobody! Ha 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 ha!
Quiet, Uncle! I warned you what would happen if you kept shouting, didn't I? Yes, I did. But let's keep things civil. This man will have the audience he seeks. Tell us, what have you come here for?
I came here to help, if I could.
To help me? To help Father? To help yourself? Which?
To help the people you terrorized.
I was just having fun. Everyone else had fun too. Are you having fun, Uncle?
Marmalade!
You see? We're having fun. I think you're just trying to spoil things. What do you think, Mother? I think it's threatening me.
I don't think...
Of course you don't! Ever since you sent the knights away, you do nothing but deprive me of my fun. Frankly, It's getting dull. I crave excitement and action. This man spoiled my sport by saving that stupid village, and now he'll repay me.
All right. And I'm on. Yes.
Oh, that's right. Tegan's a warrior.
Here comes trouble!
Not bad.
Come and get it!
Tegan. Oh, Tegan. Are you all right?
I am better now, I think. My mind is my own again.
Blessed Andraste. I would never have forgiven myself had you died. Not after I brought you here. What a fool I am. Please. Connor's not responsible for this. There must be some way we can save him.
You knew about this all along.
Yes. I didn't tell you because I believed we could help him. I still do.
I'm sorry, my lady, but Connor has become an abomination. He's no longer your son.
You! You did this to Connor!
I didn't! I didn't summon any demon, I told you! Please, if you'll let me help.
Help? You betrayed me! I brought you here to help my son, and in return you poisoned my husband?
This is the mage you spoke of? Didn't you say he was in the dungeon?
He was. I assumed the creatures had killed him by now. He must have been set free.
I thought he'd be useful, seeing as how he helped start this.
Useful? After everything he did, he should be executed! Without him, none of this would have happened.
Your secrecy made his actions possible, Isolde.
But
I know what you must think of me, my lady. I took advantage of your fear. I'm sorry. I never knew it would come to this.
Well, I shan't turn away his help. Not yet. And if Connor is truly an abomination...
He's not always the demon you saw. Connor is still inside him, and sometimes he breaks through. Please, I just want to protect him.
Isn't that what started this? You hired the mage to teach Connor in secret, to protect him.
If they discovered Connor had magic, then they'd take him away. I thought if he learned just enough to hide it, then...
Where Ron?
I think he ran upstairs, to the family quarters.
Violence scares him. I know that sounds strange. He may have run up to his room, or...
Or he might be waiting in ambush.
I don't know. The fighting may have scared Connor into... coming out again, and so he ran.
So you're saying he may be vulnerable?
Perhaps. Is there no other way?
Where is Oleman?
Upstairs in his room. I think the demon has been keeping him alive.
So if we destroy the demon, then...
Then my husband may perish. Yes.
What are our options?
I wouldn't normally suggest slaying a child, but he's an abomination. I'm not sure there's any choice.
We can't kill a young boy, demon or no demon. Please don't say we're considering that.
I do not like the idea of hurting the boy, but...
Connor is my nephew. But... he is also possessed by a demon. Death would be... merciful.
There is another option, though I loathe offering it. A mage could confront the demon in the Fade without hurting Connor himself.
What do you mean? Is the demon not within Connor?
Not physically. The demon approached Connor in the Fade while he dreamt and controls him from there. We can use the connection between them to find the demon.
You can enter the Fade, then? And kill the demon without hurting my boy?
No, but I can enable another mage to do so. It normally requires lyrium and several mages. But I have blood magic.
Blood magic is forbidden. It's not an option.
If there's a way, I must know it. Please, tell us what you mean, Jawan.
Lyrium provides the power for the ritual, but I can take that power from someone's life energy. This ritual requires a lot of it, however. All of it, in fact.
So, someone must die? Someone must be sacrificed?
Yes, and then we send another mage into the Fade. I can't enter because I'm doing the ritual. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. It's not much of an option.
Is there no other option?
Power has to come from somewhere, and that means either lyrium or blood.
Then let it be my blood. I will be the sacrifice.
What? Isolde, are you mad? Eamon would never allow this.
Either someone kills my son to destroy that thing inside him, or I give my life so my son can live. To me, the answer is clear.
Blood magic. How can more evil be of any help here? Two wrongs don't make a right.
Can we even trust this Jawan to do as he promises? Give him access to such power, and who knows what he shall do? I am uneasy.
Connor is blameless in this. He should not have to pay the price.
It's up to you, my friend. You know more about such things than I do, and it's your companion going into the Fade. The decision is yours.
Do I really? There must be another way to enter the
You can
Fade.
find lyrium and more mages at the Circle of Magi, if they would even do it.
Circle Tower's not far from here, and they owe me. You know, Wynn's also standing right here. She could have suggested this. Not the ex-Templar.
Indeed. It should not be difficult to get what is needed, provided we have the time.
But what will happen here? Connor will not remain passive forever.
I'll take that chance.
Very well. I will keep Jawan here as a precaution. He says he wants to help, so he will keep an eye on Connor with us. Go to the tower quickly, then. The longer you are away, the greater the chances of disaster.
We're gonna hit up my camp first. Then fix everybody's problems.
We might want to
All right. Down you go!
try to be merciful.
All right.
Just want to take a look around.
Right.
Wasn't going upstairs or downstairs. Yeah, I'm gonna leave. Out that door. You'd think the Great Hall would be just like pointed directly at the door. So camp, go through equipment, give out the gifts I have. You're good, you're good, you're good, you're good. Alright, good boy, let's see what we got for you. Black leather collar. Oh, we're good with that. I think we're good with that. Sten, your sorrows is better for you. Morgan, don't have another staff for you. Severin. Yeah, Severin, you get the good bow. Dang it. Nope, that was a bad choice.
Your dog is filthy. I can smell him 50 yards off.
I'm sure you're
That
exaggerating.
may be so, but all the same, I would like your permission to bathe him.
Bathe? Can't you just wave your staff and make him clean?
No, that's not what magic is used for. Just make him sleep over on the other side of the camp, with Alistair. With any luck, that will keep all the stench confined to one small area.
One more time. It's Peck, good boy. Good boy, best boy. Alright, let's talk to Zevran.
Here I am.
Here to answer some questions.
Oh, this should be good. Go ahead.
What does it take to become an assassin?
Well, the Crows would have you believe that it is an involved process that takes years of training. The sort that tests both your resolve and your endurance. Survive that process and maybe, just maybe, you're good enough to start being considered one of them. But quite frankly, the truth is that all it requires is a desire to kill people for a living. It's surprising how well one can do in such a field.
Doesn't take any special skill?
I don't know about that. It's simply a slightly different skill set from your average killer, as I see it. An assassin simply specializes in striking from stealth, and in maximizing that first attack to be as lethal as possible. Debilitate your foe, either by poison or by crippling their limbs, makes any follow-up combat you need to engage in that much simpler.
You always use poison then?
I do. It is not something inherent in an assassin's skills, however, merely something complementary. Of course, the Crows like to pretend that their abilities are trade secrets, shrouded in shadows and wrapped in a blanket of mystery. So let's just keep this between you and me, shall we? Hmm?
One more
Here
time,
I
Zevran.
am.
Can you answer some questions?
This should be good. Go ahead.
Why did you want to leave the Crows, exactly?
Well now, I imagine that's a very fair question. Being an assassin, after all, is a living, at least as far as such things go. I was simply never given the opportunity to choose another way. So, if that choice presents itself, why should I not seize upon it?
You gonna choose to join the Crows?
To be truthful, I didn't even know the Crows existed when I joined them. I was but a boy of 7 when I was purchased. For 3 sovereigns, I'm told. Which is a good price, considering I was all ribs and bone and didn't know the pommel of a dagger from the pointy end. The crows buy all their assassins that way. Buy them young, raise them to know nothing else but murder. And if you do poorly in your training, you die.
That system works?
Of course. You compete against your fellow assassins, and those who survive are rightfully proud of it. In Antiva, being a crow gets you respect. It gets you wealth. It gets you women. And men. Or whatever it is you might fancy. But that does not mean doing what is expected of you always. And it means being expendable. It's a cage, if a gilded cage. Pretty, but confining.
Why didn't you just leave them?
And become the next mark for some up-and-coming crow? Not likely. The only way to leave is for them to think you're dead. And even then, you would best be scarce. As for what I'll do in the future, presuming that there is one, I truly can't imagine. It might be interesting to go into business for myself, for a change. Far away from Antiva, of course. For now, naturally, I go where you go.
Happy to have you along.
And here I am, happy to be had. Isn't it wonderful how things work out that way? Come now, enough chit-chat. Talking about the crows summons them, you know. Any Antivan fishwife could tell you so. Here I am.
Time to ask him about his home country.
Oh, this should be good. Go ahead.
Tell me a little bit about Antiva.
Oh, you wish to know about Antiva, do you? The only way to truly appreciate it would be to go there. It is a warm place, not cold and harsh like this Ferelden. In Antiva it rains often, but the flowers are always in bloom. Or so the saying goes.
Don't you want to go back?
It's not really a matter of wanting to go back. I cannot go. At least not yet. I hail from the glorious Antiva city, home to the royal palace. It is a glittering gem amidst the sand, my Antiva city. Do you come from someplace comparable?
I was born in High Ever in the north.
I have never seen that place. I am sure it has its charms, and its dogs. You know what is most odd? We speak of my homeland, and for all its wine and its dark-haired beauties and the lilo flutes of the minstrels, I miss the leather the most.
Is that some kind of euphemism?
It may as well be. But not this once, no. I mean the smell. For years, I lived in a tiny apartment near Antiva City's leather-making district, in a building where the crows stored their youngest recruits, packed in like crates. I grew accustomed to the stench, even though the humans complained of it constantly. To this day, the smell of fresh leather is what reminds me most of home more than anything else.
You sound like you've been away from home forever.
Oh, not so long, I know. It is my first time away from Antiva, however, and the thought of never returning makes me think of it constantly. Before I left, I was tempted to spend what little coin I possessed on leather boots I spotted in a store window. Finest Antivan leather. Perfect craftsmanship. But I was a fool to leave them. I thought, Zevran, you can buy them when you return as a reward for a job well done. More the fool I, no?
Your home is still there, Zevran.
True, and it's a comforting thought. One simply never knows what is to come next. How could I have suspected I would end up defeated by a handsome Grey Warden? A man who then spares my life? I could not.
You need to make the most of where you are.
Quite right you are. I see the Grey Wardens do not recruit fools. Now, if it is all the same to you,
recruited
I'd
Alistair.
prefer not to speak more of Antiva. It makes me wistful and hungry for a proper meal.
Anyway. Alright. This I'm going to go to the internet for and cheat. Because why not? Okay, no.
This is my mother's amulet. It has to be. But why isn't it broken? Where did you find it?
Found it in Redcliffe's castle, in the study.
Oh, the Arl study? Then he must have found the amulet after I threw it at the wall. And he repaired it and kept it. I don't understand. Why would he do that?
Maybe you mean more to him than you think. Maybe you really are the All's bastard.
I guess you could be right. We never really that much. And then the way I left. Thank you. I mean it. I thought I'd lost this to my own stupidity. I'll need to talk to him about this if he recovers from his... When he recovers, that is. I wish I'd had this a long time ago. Did you remember me mentioning it? Oh, huh. I'm more used to people not really listening when I go on about things.
You're a friend, of course I remember.
I don't know what to say. I'm honored. Thanks again.
Nope, don't have that one. Don't have that one.
Is that for me? Really? Wow! Wow! Is that for me? Really? Wow! Wow!
Okay, wins gifts now. Morgan's list. Malcran, who I don't have yet. Shale, who I don't have yet. Sten, who I'll get to later. Win. Nope. Nope. No. No.
A generous gift. Thank you ever so much. A generous gift. Thank you ever...
Dog. Liliana. Okay, so...
Flowers? For me? They smell lovely, and there's something so familiar about them. These were my mother's flowers. She would sprinkle the dry petals amongst her clothes. Oh, they smell just like her. Thank you so much. That's a wonderful thought. I don't know what to say.
I don't need to do that, but... Alright, stand now.
I am impressed. My thanks.
Okay. Be later. Nope. Nope. Oh.
I am grateful. 'Tis thoughtful indeed.
Dang it.
A fine gift. You have my thanks.
Don't have those. Don't have those. I do have...
I shall treasure
that.
it. Thank you.
Ah. Anyway, moving right along.
If there's anything I can do for you, please, please tell me. I'm sure you...
Why? I paused that. Oh, wait, I did have one last gift to give to Morgan. This one's important because it unlocks a quest.
What? You found Flemeth's grimoire? Ever since we discovered the condition of the Mage's Tower, I had wondered if it might be recoverable, but I had yet to speak of it to you. How fortunate that you found it on your own. You have my thanks. I will begin study of the tome immediately.
What do you hope to find within it?
Secrets. My mother has many of them, and this tome represents the one time that they were able to get away from her. I do not intend to squander this opportunity to learn more than Flemeth wished me to know. This should be interesting.
Alright. Moving right along now. We got people to save over at... Oh, Mage's Tower is already saved. I just need to go to them to get somebody to help me save someone else. Because people are dumb.
Yes.
Yes.
That's one...
All right.
Oh wait, is that the trick there? Yep, that's the trick there coming.
Grab some glory! Power! Now this is fun!
Let's make this quick!
Quick! That went well.
Ooh. I don't think I can equip those. Oh, now Wynn has shoes. Anyway, I need to talk to you, First Enchanter.
Welcome back, friend. You'll be glad to learn that the Circle is well on its way to recovery.
Can the Circle go to Redcliffe to save a possessed child?
The child is possessed. But killing the demon would mean killing the... Unless you intend to enter the Fade. Yes, it can be done with a group of mages. I shall gather what mages I can, and we shall leave promptly. A life is at stake.
I love how I didn't even really have to explain. Redcliffe Castle. I should probably stop in the village at some point and talk to the blacksmith and his daughter. And away we go. Hey, you guys beat me here.
Ah, there you are. We have brought lyrium and begun preparations for the ritual. We can start any time.
So only one person can go through?
Yes. We haven't sufficient lyrium at present to send more than one mage into the Fade.
Any last-minute advice?
It truly depends on the manner of demon. It sounds like a spirit of greed and desire, one of the more powerful in the hierarchy. It will likely engage you in dialogue and tempt you with an offer. Avoid it. Making deals with demons never turns out well.
Are you sure this is the only way?
It only works because the child gave himself to the demon willingly. If the demon takes over the host forcibly, we must slay the abomination. We have only enough lyrium for one attempt. I hope you succeed. Such a young lad deserves better than execution.
Alright, let's do this.
I'm glad we decided to take this route. This is really the best option.
Very well. Who will go into the Fade?
When?
Then let us begin forthwith.
I guess in theory I could have sent Irvin. He might be theoretically more powerful.
Is that you, Connor? I can hear you! Is anyone out there? Hello?
Father! Where are you? I don't understand. It's so cold. I want to go...
What's up,
You
Ian?
there? Have you seen my son? I can hear him, but I cannot find him. This blasted fog has me turning in circles.
Try to get through to the Jarl.
You are in the Fade, my lord. A demon has you trapped.
Demon? Fade? Is my son in danger?
He is. But I will do my best to see that all of us emerge from this unscathed. Trust me, my Earl.
Yes, I trust you. We must help my son. But I can never find him in this fog. You must find Connor. Please, I beg you. Blessed art thou who exists at the sight of the Maker.
Portal. Connor.
Who are you? Are you the one that made Father ill? Tell me now.
Be nice.
Child, calm down. It's all right. I won't hurt you.
No! You're here to hurt Father. I know it. I won't let you.
I shall do so.
You'll pay for that!
Horsefit.
Why are you running? Embrace me! Come to me, pretty thing!
I shall do so.
And next zone.
You! You're the one making Father sick! I'll help him! You can't stop me!
Hush, child. Auntie Wynne is here to make everything better.
Why do you keep hurting me? Why are you trying to stop me?
Listen to me. I am just trying to help.
I will not speak with you! Trespasser! I will drive you out!
We must have victory. Immediately. Do so. Immediately. There.
Get out of here! You have to get
Here
out!
we go again.
Curse this blasted darkness! Why can I see nothing?
Same old shit again. Walking into the next portal. Eventually this quest will be through.
Father wanders, seeking me, trapped within my web. All is as it should be. Why must you interfere?
Because you have taken a child and trapped a good man in this place against his will.
No. It is time for you to go now. Do not persist, or things will go very badly for you.
Immediately. Must it always be? Nothing but a
hopefully this will be the last portal. Though I doubt it. Well, it might be.
Very well. No more illusions. Now we meet face to face. You see my true form, and stand in my domain. It is here I am most powerful. And yet I have no wish to engage your power, nor should you be so eager to engage mine. Perhaps we should converse instead?
Let's converse. Let's see what happens.
You cannot have me. I have already been taken.
One soul I already possess. I do not need another. You need not fear me on that account. I wish only to talk.
There will be no discourse between us, demon.
Alas, that is sad. Very well then. If you wish a battle, you will have it. Let us see if your power matches your boldness, creature. You will never leave this place.
Immediately.
There you are.
Immediately. As you say. Let us end this.
So it is over. Connor is his old self. He does not seem to remember anything, which is a blessing. I suppose we will need to send him to the Circle of Magi's tower for training, once the war is over. It's so odd to think of the boy as a mage, of all things. Eamon has much to mourn and rebuild should he recover. But at least he can be thankful that both his son and wife are safe.
I owe you my deepest thanks. I can scarcely believe Connor is the boy he once was.
There is still the matter of Jowan. His poisoning Eamon began this whole mess, yet he lives. I must decide what becomes of him. We will hold him for Eamon to decide his fate. If he doesn't recover, Jowan's fate is sealed. What do you think?
Why do you want my opinion?
You spoke with him, have you not? You know what he has done better than I do, even.
Would you find him useful?
I would not trust him, but I would not presume to tell my brother what to do.
I don't think it's your decision to make.
What do you mean? He is responsible for many of the problems here, and is a Maleficar as well.
Exactly. He is a Circle of Magi's responsibility.
Perhaps you are correct. But that is Eamon's decision, not mine. I'm sorry. Jowan stays in the dungeon for now. But our task is not done yet. Whatever the demon did to my brother, it seems to have spared his life, but he remains comatose. We cannot wake him.
The urn. The urn of sacred ashes will save Eamon.
Isn't there some other way to heal him? What about magic?
It has been tried, and we will continue trying. Perhaps the demon's absence will make a difference. However, the relic is another option.
My husband funded the research of a scholar in Denerim, a brother Genetivi. He has been studying the inscriptions on Andraste's birth rock. When Eamon fell ill, I sent the knights to speak to Genetivi. I hoped that he had finally discovered the location of the urn of sacred ashes itself. They were unable to locate Genetivi. In desperation, I sent more knights in search of the brother, or some clue of the urn's location.
What will you be doing in the meantime?
I must organize Eamon's knights as they return, draft new soldiers, and prepare the army to fight. I shall hand Redcliffe back to Eamon when he awakens, and in a state where it can be of some use in the coming war. Truly, what other choice do I have?
I'll see if I can find the urn.
No one else can. Even if I wished to do it myself, I cannot abandon Redcliffe to its own devices. Perhaps you could seek out the brother's home in Denerim and see if any clues remain on his whereabouts. It is the only place to begin the search, I think. I must go to the hall and begin rebuilding. I wish you luck, and may the Maker go with you.
They left me alone in here. Robbery! Nothing to rob. Seventh go.
Over with. Success!
Alright. So now I've been talking about doing it. I haven't done it. Going to do some of the DLC. Specifically, we are going to do the Warden's Keep DLC because that comes with a storage chest that I can leave some of this stuff in. And why didn't they just give me a storage chest to begin with? I don't know.
Moving on. Over with.
First, down to the town. Well, let's see if Alistair can equip some of this stuff. Steel Templar armor is better than Viridian. Anyway, down to town. Then let's go to Soldier's Peak. Dun dun dun.
Sire, I have more news. Yes. Well, it seems that the fighting has gone
Enough.
exactly as you...
I would like to know what you intend to accomplish, Father. Should we not be fighting the Darkspawn instead of each other?
The nobility should be brought into line and then the Darkspawn defeated. This is no true blight, Honora. Only Kaelin's vanity demanded it be so.
Beg pardon, sire. But blight or no, we may not have the manpower to face the Darkspawn soon.
Kaelin approached your legions for support, did he
Never!
not?
Marek and I drove those bastards out! Not roll out the welcome for them now!
We need help, Father. We cannot deal with this crisis alone.
Ferelden will stand on its own! I will lead it through this, Honora. You must have faith in me.
Did you kill Kaelin?
Kaelin's death was his own doing.
Alright. I love how Logain just dodges the question as if he was an Orlesian noble just talking around the truth without actually saying it. And he hates them so much. It's laughable. Oh look, chantry board stuff.
And after much...
But we're just going to ignore the fact that, Ah, there they are.
The mages collect...
Alright. Now, on to Soldier's Peak. First the smithy, then Soldier's Peak. I'm getting distracted.
My Velena returned. She told me of your daring rescue. I can't begin to tell you how grateful I am. Take this. A reward for your deed. It's dwarven made and should serve you well.
Thank you. I was glad to help.
Thank you again. I'm forever in your debt.
Yes, I'm still here.
Nope. I wanted inventory. Nope. My drakeskin arm is better. Also, once I do Soldier's Peak, I can get an item that is literally the best sword in Origins. Starfang. And how I get Starfang is just actually kind of silly to me. Speaking of which, there's a Kryptonian on Thetis. Spoiler alert! But seriously, if you don't already know anything about this game, either you have not played it, or have not done everything you possibly can in it. In which case, if you haven't played it, congratulations, this is a very old... Well, I won't say very old, it's an old game. But let's leave it at that. In fact...
And here we are. Soldier's Peak.
Dragon Age Origins is an 11-year-old game.
Maker's breath. Look at the size of her. What a fortress. I told you the map would get us through the tunnels.
Justice Blood, how did you find that map on your own?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Tell me.
It came to me in my dreams. When I was a lad, I tried going through the tunnel by myself. Got horribly lost. But every now and again since, I've dreamt of it.
Why didn't you mention that before?
I didn't want you to think I was some moon-addled simpleton. I've me wits about me, but enough of that. I'll follow you from a distance. This place has the stench of death. I expect there's trouble up ahead.
Soldier's Peak. Looks like it's seen better days. Better centuries, more like.
Alright.
Where's
Someone
the
in my bed. You know what? Because Will said that, Bear's new name is Tavern.
Fall back! Fall back already!
Taking the peak will not be easy, my lord.
I gave the Wardens one chance to die with honor. Instead, they hole up like cowards. We follow the King's advice, then. Starve them out.
But the peak has months of supplies.
Then we wait. When they are too weak to lift their weapons, we will send them to their final judgment.
What was that? Felt a bit woozy there. I'm not mad, am I? You saw it too?
I've heard an Orlesian ballad about something like this. A beauty trapped in a dream. In the song, Belisa never wakes up.
Your prissy friend here is making me nervous, Warden. How's this even possible? The place must truly be haunted.
The veil is thin here. The Circle Tower was that way too.
The veil?
That's what separates us from the Fade and demons.
Demons? Thank Andraste you came, Warden. After you.
What a brain it is.
Going.
So, undead.
Always smelled so awful. And I'm off.
Oh, look, undead wardens. Hey, wanna fight a blight? Right, level up. Combat.
Yes.
You know what? Because that's going to come up at some point. As is this. Alright. Let's scout around for loot. And combat music is still playing. There it goes. You know, being abandoned for a couple centuries, this is still rather well standing. Standing rather well. I'm sorry, folks. English is my first language, and it is very confusing when you try to talk out loud versus in your head. Ooh.
The men's morale is low. My spells are of no use in this matter, Commander.
There is more to leading men than sorcery, Avernus. I will remind them that they're wardens. Men! I won't lie to you. The situation is grim. Our forces outnumbered, our bellies empty, and our hearts are sagging. But we are wardens! Darkspawn flee when they hear our horns. Archdemons die when they taste our blades. So are we to bend knee to a mere human despot? No! I, for one, will never give up! I, for one, will never surrender just to dance on Arlen's gallows. So I propose here and now, in these hallowed halls where generations of our brethren stood vigil against darkspawn and evil, that we send a message to that fat bastard. In this sacred place, proud men, strong men stood defiant, and would rather die than submit to tyranny.
So brave, even when starving, and my great-great-grandmother stood with them.
King Arlen was a tyrant?
Not much is known of King Arlen. The War of Succession that followed his death, now that was a piece of work. Lasted nearly a decade, and almost burned Denerim and the palace to the ground. Loads of history was lost, but maybe there's answers to that inside. But I've gabbed enough. Lead on, my friend.
There's a shiny in here. Shiny. This poster reads, "On these grounds, virtuous men stood against a tyrant. They stood defiant and stood for freedom, and they died." It's signed by Grey Warden defenders who were besieged by Arlen's forces. Captain Milo, the Black Ferret, Chair Thrower Lopez, Sir Derek of Orlais, and Jason the Longbow. Alan the Quibbler, Cartographer Martyr, David the Silent, Dustin the Colorblind. Why is colorblind such a thing that he gets a title for? Whatever. Bangor the Bovine Brethren, Farrell the Feral, Sir Graham the Untiring, and Jason's sons Les Argonauts. Langley the Nefarious, Lucky Lucana, Mad Dog Smeadows, Matthias the Bloody, McGurk the Vile Priest, Melissa the Magical Malefactor, the Stretched, and Packrat Dirksen. Sergeant Red Morrison, Santos the Silent Scimitar, Vitriolic Eric, Weak Eye Santos, and Wellburn the Exhaustive Fire. Oh, my bear's gone. Dang it, Kevin.
Not happening.
Right, that's not happening. That's Tav and the Black Bear.
More of these? All right then. And I'm off. Take that! Give you
Yes.
Violence is a solution. Sometimes.
I'm done.
Spaniel. And steel boots. Damn it, Alistair. You just leveled up too. You have one job, and that is be the tank. Into the kitchens. Where there are no monsters.
Going.
Everybody levels up.
And I'm off. All right.
Hey, but why?
And we're still alive.
This book is badly burned. You can make a word out here and there, that is all.
The door won't hold, Archivist.
Almost done. The truth must be told.
What does it matter? We're dead.
Our grand rebellion so close. And to die here, a stillbirth.
We never should have done it. Wardens aren't supposed to oppose kings and princes.
Should we stand idly by?
Another one. Rebellion? What's this about a rebellion? If only the book weren't burned.
Maybe there are other records.
We could only hope.
Kinda surprised these... Oh, wait. Wing gets a level up. I'm surprised those bodies didn't get up and start fighting me.
Make them pay for every inch, men! Hold the flank! Avernus, we need you!
Nelatep, Obrasoth, Sivan,
Andraste's blood! What?
More Avernus! Whatever it takes!
Kali, A, Ventotos, Victos!
Press them! Press them now!
No! I command you, fight the king's men!
Fool! So much death, suffering, and oh yes, blood. The veil is torn now. Your soul is mine, Avernus.
Acolytes, retreat now! The battle is lost!
Avernus!
What just happened? Oh no, more fighting.
What are you concerned about? You don't fight. For people who don't understand why I was attacking
The
dead
wardens summoned demons. Can't believe it. And my grandmother, she knew.
Wardens don't forbid blood magic. Anything it takes to win.
I believed that my family was better than that. But answers may lay up ahead.
Anyway, I was killing the dead wardens because they were healing that abomination. If you didn't notice. Ooh. Damn.
I think that's a corpse. Yeah.
Let's have at it!
Step no further, Warden. This one would speak with you.
Who or what are you?
This one is the Dryden, Commander, Sophia. All these things.
Grandmother?
You have slain many of the demon ilk to get here. This one would propose a deal.
Levy, I'm afraid your great-great-grandmother is possessed.
That, or she's really let herself go. My great-great-grandmother is dead. I don't know what that is.
Is anything of the real Sophia left inside of you?
This one has tasted her memories, seen her thoughts and hidden places. But she is food for this one. No more, no less.
Why should I trust a demon?
What is one woman-child compared to your might? Strike me down if my terms offend. A fool this one would be to betray the Warden.
What's this deal?
You can't be serious. There's nothing left of Commander Dryden. She's possessed.
Your fledgling should mind its place. Meek, subservient, quiet. This one will answer your question. The Soldier's Peak traps me. This one sees so many tantalizing places in the Dryden's memories. This one would see the world herself. For me to be free, into the Old Mage Tower you go and destroy. In return, this one seals the veil. No more demons, no more enemies. Your peak would be safe. Just let this one go into the world.
What am I destroying?
The magics, all moving things, the very stone if you have the power. Something inside keeps my kind locked away.
And what exactly will you do if I free you?
This one will roam, this one will see, this one will feed. But without me, the veil will grow weaker. More demons, more misery. You choose just one of my kind, or many.
I'm here on behalf of Levy. Tell me about Sophia Dryden.
This one knows all, but will only talk after the tower lies broken.
Before I make this deal...
Yes.
Sweeten the deal. What do I get out of this personally?
Your kind likes gold, yes? This one knows of all hidden places. If you help, this knowledge is yours.
You tell Levy anything he wants about Sophia.
You get your gold and nothing else. Wealth of the Wardens. The Levy gets no questions, no answers.
I wouldn't have you deal with her or it on my account.
Can you tell me anything about the tower?
You only must destroy. For your purpose, there is nothing more you need.
I did not accept your terms, demon.
Then you are useless to this one! Die!
Now let's see, which one first? And I'm off. Now don't stop me!
Watch out! There's a light this far. I tried to be merciful.
Another push!
Alright, Elsa. At some point, I'm gonna need you to stop being a little bitch. Oh, look.
More of these.
Fox. You know what? Alistair, stop.
You force our
Huh. No one never expects creatures like those, Red.
That went well.
This appears to be old research of the Mage Avernus. They detail a series of experiments in terse clinical handwriting.
Day 32. The subject is not responding to the stimuli. Testing the pain threshold has uncovered nothing. Only 3 subjects are left. Day 82. If only I could reproduce last night's extraordinary success. Electricity is only a catalyst. The blood is the key. Day 97. Energy and blood. Repeated applications have duplicated the results. I conjecture that success can be induced alchemically. But there are no more subjects left. If only I had 1 more, or a dozen. The things I could do.
Sorry, folks, had to report a bot account. Anyway, book. An alchemical concoction. This noxious potion appears to be the culmination of Avernus's horrific experiments. Promises to unlock the hidden potential of the tainted blood you drank during the joining. Let's leave it alone.
I hear you. Don't disrupt my concentration. Even now, the demons seek to replenish their numbers. Are you to thank for this welcomed but temporary imbalance?
The old warden mage, you're still alive?
Only just. I have only a short time left.
Careful. This man has dabbled in matters forbidden by the Maker. He may look frail, but don't trust him.
So the Maker told you that, did he? Short-sighted men have forbidden my research, not any god. Enough. Why are you here? What is your intent?
I want some answers.
To what questions, I wonder? Ask.
How have you survived these many years?
The Chantry foolishly forbids blood magic, but there are so many secrets to uncover. As my body decayed, I found ways to extend it. But that can only go so far.
Tell me about what happened here.
What use would storytelling serve? The tyrant Arland is long dead, as is all our noble co-conspirators and the Grand Rebellion. Sophia's corpse may walk and talk, but she, too, is no more.
How was Arland a tyrant?
He ruled with fear and poison, his treachery pit noble against noble in terrible battle. We thought him a monster. We gathered allies to rebel. But the toll of years has erased our failure, hasn't it? It seemed so pressing then, but the kingdom lives on.
What happened to the rebellion?
Too many mouths to quiet. Even sorcery can only go so far. So we met with Tyrn Kuzland. With him on our side, we had a chance of victory. Instead, the King's Guard ambushed us. Commander Dryden and I barely escaped.
The Kuzlands almost rebelled? That's my family.
Is it? You lost many family members that day. I saw the Tyrn's head on the meeting table, with an apple in its mouth. Arland's butchers, no doubt, slaughtered enough Kuzlands to make them pliable.
You had to know that summoning so many demons was foolhardy.
Perhaps, but it was survival. For months, I prepared the summoning circles, researched the darkest depths of the Fade. That moment was a triumph of demonic law. Dozens of demons, called by my hand. But with so many variables, I suppose, calculation errors were inevitable. I was so close.
You're to blame for all this. Some things you just don't do.
And who draws this line of what is safe, proper, or moral? The Chantry?
Common
Corrupt,
sense.
mundane, pathetic little men? You? Embrace the core tenet of the Wardens, any means necessary to win.
Commander Dryden knew of the demons?
She gave the order. I would have summoned the demons anyway. Only under Wardens can true magical research continue. A chance to rediscover the secrets of ancient Tevinter.
You do remember how that ended, right? The Black City, the Darkspawn, the reason for Wardens even existing.
Chantry lies told to subjugate the mages, to keep them docile.
I have 3 games worth of information that says you're wrong. Mostly. How do you know the Chantry is wrong?
And how do you know they are right? Their faith would have you swallow a great deal for small comfort.
You sound proud of your actions.
My only regret is that it failed, and that I never had a chance to make Arland pay.
I want to talk about something else.
Yes?
Sophia's great-grandson brought me here. Levy, go ahead.
Master Mage, sir, my family name has been worth less than dirt for over a century. Do you have any proof that Sophia was a hero?
The boy who braved the mists. So you heeded my call. Ha 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 ha, and you are a Dryden. The cosmos has a sense of humor.
Your call?
He was but a boy when he entered the tunnels below the peak. His heart pure, his character certain. In dreams, I gave him the keys he would need. He would be my deliverance.
Just answer Levy's questions.
Your great-great-grandmother was the best of us. Brave, charismatic, fiery, utterly devoted to the fight. But still we lost. We fought against a tyrant, you know, so full of vigor then, so blind to consequence. But proof? There's none to be had.
I'm sorry, Levy.
I had hoped. But thank you, Warden.
What was the purpose of the experiments?
To stop the demonic tide, to correct the miscalculations of the past. Blood magic comes from demons. They could counter every bit of law I knew. But the Darkspawn taint, that is alien to them. And it has power.
What power?
The Wardens use it merely to sense Darkspawn. A triviality. My research has discovered so much more, hinted at even greater heights. This knowledge could not only save Soldier's Peak, with it the Wardens could grow even more powerful.
This is wrong. You know better than the demons.
I have done what I must. But let me undo my greatest of mistakes. Let me cleanse this place. Then I will accept whatever justice you feel I merit.
Only a monster would sacrifice his fellow Wardens.
It was necessary. It was vital. The few meager years of life they would have spent trapped in this tower were nothing compared to the greater goal. I gave their death meaning.
Can you teach me what you've learned?
You've already read my research. But in time, with the proper materials, I could learn so much more.
Time for questions is over.
So be it. My only request, if justice or vengeance drive you, stay your hand until the demons are dealt with.
Till the demons are dead, we are allies.
That will do for now. We must go to the Great Hall. There, I will repair the damage I caused so long ago. There will be peril. The demons will fight us every step of the way. Come.
First things first, you have chests and loot. And loot is always nice.
It's done, naturally.
We must act quickly. The demons are clawing on the gates. The veil must be closed.
What do I do?
I will unravel the summoning circles I drew so long ago. Waves of spirits and demons may come through. Dispatch them. I will begin. First, I must summon the magical energies. I feel them. They're coming.
Alright, Kevin, let's go. Sorry about that.
All right. And I'm off. All right, okay.
Dang it, then what's the point of all this if no loot? Loot. And just some gold and silver.
It's over. The veil is strong now. Stronger, at least. I said I'd submit to judgment. And so I shall. Can I be left to experiment in peace?
You must atone. Research ways to help wardens. Ethically.
With what time I have left, I will do this. It may take months or years for my research to reach fruition. When it does, I will send for you. Thank you for this, Warden.
You've done it, Warden. Soldier's Peak is safe again. That old geezer of Avernus deserves the gallows if you ask me, but people will do queer things to survive. But if he does the proper research, without the sacrifices and blood magic and all, maybe he'll turn up something good. But there was no proof to redeem my family.
Your grandmother I'm not sure about. But you're a good man, Levy.
Well, thanks, Warden. For so long, I was focused on the past, on answers. But I think I would have been better off had I stayed at home. Enough of that, though. I find myself at a loss. You've got a whole fortress now. I suppose I should start plying my trade again.
Any chance I can convince you to stay on?
You know I'm no good in a fight, but I'm a fair trader if I do say so myself. My cousins have been looking for a safe place to store trade goods, and the Peak will do nicely. Whatever the Drydens have to offer are yours, for a sizable discount.
Looks like we're done here. A demonic invasion thwarted, a warden base safely rescued. We do good work.
Alright, folks. Let's call it a day. Ooh, wait, missed a thing. Is that the warden house? Hello. I have never done this before. That was awesome. I can't wield you, but I will eventually. Yes! I'll say you are disappointing. And nope, the Drydens are not here yet, so So, the camp.
Now that we're back at the camp, I want to talk about what happened at Redcliffe.
You were there, you saw what happened.
Yes, I know. I've had some time to think about it now. I just wanted to thank you. You went out of your way to save the Arl's family, and you did it. Even though it would have been easier not to. There's been so much death and destruction. It makes me feel good that at least we were able to save something. No matter how small. I owed the Arl that much.
If we can stop the blight, we'll save that much more.
You're right. Hopefully, by that time, there's still enough of Ferelden left to save. Good. Now that the warm, fuzzy part of the day is over with, we can get back to the ritual dismemberments. Oh, wait, it's not Tuesday, is it?
Anyway. Nope. Nope. Good boy, you got nothing new. Oh goody, Alistair, look. Our non-warden, Kinari, can equip the warden armor. For the moment.
Are you sure I can't interest you in this? I'm sure...
I await your command.
So life in the wilds must have been very lonely.
At times, perhaps. A world full of people and buildings and things was all very foreign to me. If I wished companionship, I ran with the wolves and flew with the birds. If I spoke, 'twas to the trees.
That sounds wonderful, honestly.
For a time, but one can only remain a child for so long. I recall the first time I crept beyond the edge of the wilds. I did so in animal form, remaining in the shadows and watching these strange townsfolk from afar. I happened upon a noblewoman by her carriage, adorned in sparkling garments, the likes of which I had never before seen. I was dazzled. This, to me, seemed what true wealth and beauty must be. I snuck up behind her and stole a hand mirror from the carriage. It was encrusted in gold and crystalline gemstones, and I hugged it to my chest with delight as I sped back to the wilds.
Can't imagine Flemeth was pleased.
She was not. Flemeth was furious with me. I was a child and had not yet come into my full power, and I had risked discovery for the sake of a pretty bauble. To teach me a lesson, Flemeth took the mirror and smashed it upon the ground. I was heartbroken.
You were just a child.
And a foolish one. Flemeth was right to break me of my fascination. Beauty and love are fleeting and have no meaning. Survival has meaning. Power has meaning. Without those lessons, I would not be here today, as difficult as they might have been.
But you don't need to live that way any longer.
Do I not? I am still an apostate mage, even if I have left the wilds. The Darkspawn are yet undefeated. No, there is much that remains. To return to your original question, perhaps my time in the wilds was indeed lonely, but such was how it had to be. I find myself at times wondering what might have become of the girl with the beautiful golden mirror, but such fantasies have no place amidst reality. I await your command.
I'd like to discuss something personal.
We are in camp, so 'tis as good a time as any.
Never mind. Can't romance her yet. Anyway, let's head up to Soldier's Peak, see if the dragons are there. I got stuff I want to drop off into the chest.
Indeed.
Yes.
Welcome back, Warden. As you can see, we've been busy. Cleaned the place up a bit. Even my brother Mikhail came out of hiding. Never will you find a finer smith. Also, got some goods stored here that might interest you. Buy them now before my cousins move it all someplace else.
Did you tell your family about Sophia?
I thought about it, but I figured that it's not a bad thing to believe that you come from a line of lions. Even if the truth is a touch more complicated. Our family's belief that we were wronged. It gave us strength to make something of ourselves.
Keep looks a lot different.
We've a big family. When you were away, we all pitched in. Hard to believe there were undead, demons, and worse around here, right?
Any trouble with Avernus?
Haven't heard a peep from him. Seems to like keeping to himself. But I keep telling the children to stay away from the tower.
Like to see your wares.
Certainly.
Let's check with your Smith brother. Or
You?
cousin.
You're the warden? My family owes you. Any weapons I make, I will sell you for a discount.
You're Levy's brother? Not much of a family resemblance.
I have a family full of traders living a soft life, getting fat. I chose to learn the way of metal and stone. It keeps me strong.
You're a weaponsmith, then?
Indeed. I have spent my life studying steel, dragonbone, and more. I learned all I could in human lands, and exiled dwarves taught me more. Give me the finest metals and materials, and I can make wonders for you.
Let me see what you got. You have slots.
Once the Drytons were strong. We will be again one day.
Alrighty. Time to go to camp, get my new sword enchanted. Enchantment. Then I'll finish up some of the side quests I've
I
had
have been
sitting
studying
around.
Mother's grimoire. Do you wish to hear what I have found?
Ooh, yes!
'Tis not what I expected. I had hoped for a collection of her spells, a map of the power that she commands. But this is not it.
Yet you look disturbed.
Disturbed? Yes, perhaps that is the right word. One thing in particular within her writings disturbs me. Here, in great detail, Flemeth explains the means by which she has survived for centuries.
A spell of immortality?
Oh, if only 'twere so. Flemeth has raised many daughters over her long lifetime. There are stories of these many witches of the wilds throughout chastened legend, yet I have never seen a one, and always wondered why not. And now I know. They are all Flemeth. When her body becomes old and wizened, she raises a daughter, and when the time is right, she takes her daughter's body for her own.
Are you certain about this?
Indeed. That is primarily what this tome details. The various daughters that Flemeth has acquired, their preparation and training. I recognize all of it. I am to be her next host. This is my purpose.
Why would she risk sending you with me?
I do not know. Perhaps 'tis as she said. The Darkspawn threaten her as much as they threaten anyone else. Or perhaps she believes that this journey will make me more powerful. According to the tome, if the host is already powerful and trained in magic, it takes far less time for Flemeth to settle in.
So if you died, she would have another daughter?
Not by any natural means. Perhaps I should take this as a vote of confidence from her on my capabilities. Or perhaps she simply wished me gone from the Korkari wilds so she could prepare her ritual in peace. A disturbing thought.
You had no idea. I'm so sorry.
Do not be sorry. I am not. I am angry. There is only one possible response to this. Flemeth, needs to die. I will not sit about like an empty sack waiting to be filled. Flemeth must be slain, and I need your help to do it.
Why do you need my help?
Because if she is slain while I am near, I am not certain that she will not simply be able to take possession of me right there. So obviously I cannot be the one to do it.
Very well. I'll help you if I can.
Then what
Which
needs
will
to be
later.
done is for you to go back to Flemeth's hut in the Kakari Wilds without me. Confront her and slay her quickly. I doubt she will truly be dead even then, but it will take her years to find a new host and recover her power, if that is even possible. The thing I must have is her true grimoire. With it, I can defend against her power in the future. Everything else in her hut is yours.
Do I have a time limit on this? Because I am not strong enough to fight her right now.
Not really, but the sooner the better, no?
I'll see what I can do.
I am grateful. The sooner this can be done, the sooner it will set my mind at ease.
Alright. And sandal for enchantment. Enchantment. Sandal, enchantment.
Enchantment?
Yes.
Enchantment!
I'm gonna have to buy some enchantments from your dad first, though.
You and your friends are formidable folk. I'm
You. And you. And you. That was a lot. Okay. Sandal.
Enchantment?
Yes. Woo! Alright.
Yes.
Yes.
Just because I haven't used them in a fight.
I sense the darkspawn.
Wait,
Don't
trap?
look now.
Behind us.
Don't look now. Don't look now. See, ready? Huh. And I'm off. Huh.
Alright, so all traps are dealt with, all loot has been picked up, let's get a move on.
Yes.
You'd think they would run away more.
I mean, they're animals, Evan. They've been eating the dead, so I don't think they really care. Also, an animal that's eaten human flesh will go after humans. So, I wasn't even paying attention to what I picked up. I know that there was a shiny thing in that.
Careful, their breath will stick to your clothing.
All right. Never any short in
Nice swing.
Come on, folks, give me something, anything. Shut up, Dunham.
Concentrate, like we practiced. Now, fire!
Darkspawn, slay them all!
Yes.
Well, that sucks. One of the mages died.
Yes.
And I'm off.
Okay, so we have Tavern the Bear. What should
Yes.
my wolf's name be?
As you...
We got Good Boy the dog. Is he a good boy? Yes, he is. So, who should be the wolf's name? Because we also have Tavern the Bear. When I unlock it, we have a spider. I don't know what I want to name this spider.
Magic exists to serve man and never...
Slim, got anything?
Good to see you, Warden. Fighting the good fight, eh?
Got another mark?
I'm lining something up, but so maybe...
That's right, he won't have anything till later in the story.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts.
On Brother Jenna TV. Poster. No, I forgot something.
I hear the Regent is saying that any band that doesn't do what he tells them is going to get crowned.
Alienage, need that unlocked. Prospect Mountains, that'll be later. Who am I missing? Got Redcliffe. Try Lake Calenhad again. Hooded Carriers. I'll check later.
What is it? I have work to do.
I have a note here from your master.
What does it say? Ah, I knew this would happen. Just when I was starting to get good. Well, thanks, I guess.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts.
See if I can find a better staff for Morgan. Seth the apprentice.
Yes, make it quick. Strange. Let's see this. I knew it. I gave that man the best 7 weeks of my life. Well, I guess he won't have me to push around anymore. Ha!
Welcome to the one.
Alright, so it's Lake Calenhad. And then just back to Redcliffe to turn in the stuff on the Tempest board I finished.
Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar.
That'd be the only reason why this Chanter's board isn't doing anything for me. Or it is.
Of our maker's hands, from the lowest slaves to the highest.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, champions of the just.
This Chanter board ain't got nothing for me.
Bring ham.
Tell your captain that our deal is now ironclad.
Don't think so.
The Griffins will rise again.
Another Grey Warden supporter.
Not just a supporter, Payton. That's a Grey Warden. He's the one Arl Howe is looking for.
Our trap landed a Warden? You've got one chance to surrender.
Logain framed the Grey Wardens.
For what it's worth, I believe you. Not that I particularly care. We're not common guards, Warden. We're Howe's elite. Shavra, Tenant, and Jarvie, let's kill ourselves a Warden.
Now let's
look,
see.
some
Which
more
one
fun
first?
to be had.
Let's do this quickly, shall we? Not bad.
You know what? Let's read Paydan's orders.
I'm done.
Yeah, it wasn't worth it.
Welcome to the Pearl. You'll have to go, but we can. So what would you like me to show you? The men or the women?
Never mind.
Come again.
I was expecting to have a confrontation with her about the killers in her place, but excuse me.
You have fine weapon and arm.
Bye, Tegrin.
Isn't that the point? We could all be figments of someone else's imagination. Just players in a play.
Success!
Yes?
Sorry to tell you that your husband is dead.
No, I can't believe this. I won't.
Oh, one more in the alienage that I can't get to. Go to camp and talk to people. Screw that, we're going to Red Cliff Village. So I know if I keep walking around, eventually the thing for the star medal will proc. I want that sword. It's a good sword. Alright. You know what? Let's go back to Denham and do the crows thing. Killing people is always worth a little bit extra money, especially when I have 6 minutes before I get to 3 hours. Actually, that's what I'll do. I'll go talk to the head of the assassins dude, and move on. I also think I have some stuff to turn in. I see shiny. Why have I never seen that shiny before?
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar.
What can I get you, stranger?
Sten.
Do you always begin conversations this way?
It's your rank, is it not? I've met a few Kunari in Antiva, you know. Not much for conversation, but some of them are quite easy on the eyes.
Those are not Kunari.
No? They are what then? Very large dwarves with comical accents?
They wear the faces of Kunari, but they are Tal Vashoth, fiends of Saharon. They have abandoned the Qun.
With titles like your own, though, which makes me curious. What is your name, then?
Sten is enough.
But it is not your name.
It is who I am.
Master Ignacio.
You hear about a note? Maybe we have some things we can talk about.
Just see the conversation stays civil. If this is a trap,
Zevran, is it? You are Talisan's responsibility. Other crows may try to kill you, but in my eyes, you're already dead. So, you are of no notice. But the warden here, he is of great interest to me.
But you were hired to kill me.
I can't stress enough that I wasn't hired to do anything. An associate was, and he's failed. And failed badly.
I'd like to see you do any better.
Do you take me for a fool? That's a contract I'd never take. A client can always hire more help if the job isn't done the first time. But I am hoping we can make sure that doesn't happen.
Zevran, is this true?
I've only heard of the one time the entire House of Crows was hired for a job. A princely sum changed hands, and an entire noble family died. Not one soul survived. Ignacio has the right of it. Generally, it is one master, one job.
I'm listening.
Ferelden is a busy place. Blight, civil war, other mayhem. Lots of people not getting along. Sometimes they really don't get along. Maybe want to do something about it. The people that handle that sort of thing can get real busy.
So you're hiring help?
You could say that. Not many people we can turn to. So, someone that's crossed our path and lived, well, maybe they could help out. Make some coin. Everyone wins.
How does this work then?
I hand you a scroll. You read it, you learn about someone interesting. If you find out something happens to him, something unfortunate, then if we talk again, I give you money for letting me know. You don't like what's on the scroll, don't do anything. Maybe he has an accident and someone else tells me all about it.
Hand me the scroll.
There you go. Makes for fine reading.
You're a cautious little weasel, Ignacio. What's your angle? If you're playing us false...
My dance is not for you. I need to be real honest sometimes. And I can say I haven't asked anyone to do anything. I've just given someone something interesting to read.
And you think that will save your hide when they nail it to a wall?
You are already dead in my eyes, Horsan. Take care that I don't learn otherwise. If that's all, luck be to you.
Alright, folks. That's going to be it for me for tonight. Hope if anybody bothered to watch, or if somebody watches this on the archives, that they enjoyed it. Have a safe and happy holiday.